White neighbor calls FBI on black wedding, then shocked by who the groom is. Imagine planning the happiest day of your life, your wedding, only for your neighbor to call the FBI to shut it down. But when the agents arrive and see who the groom is, the entire street goes silent. Stay tuned till the end, because this story will leave you speechless. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an unbelievable story like this. Jamal and Keisha had been planning their wedding for over a year. The couple, both successful professionals, wanted a beautiful backyard ceremony surrounded by friends, family, and laughter. The decorations were stunning, the music soft, and the air was filled with excitement. But not everyone was happy. Their neighbor, Margaret, a white woman in her mid-50s, had been complaining for weeks. She hated the noise, the decorations, and especially the number of guests coming in and out. On the day of the wedding, as cars lined the street and the ceremony began, Margaret stood at her window fuming. "This neighborhood isn't for parties like this," she muttered under her breath. But instead of simply complaining, she picked up her phone and dialed a number nobody expected, the FBI tip line. She falsely reported suspicious activity, claiming that a large unauthorized gathering was happening and illegal deals might be going on. Within minutes, the situation escalated beyond anyone's imagination. Just as Keisha walked down the aisle in her stunning white dress, a convoy of black SUVs pulled up. Out stepped FBI agents in dark suits, scanning the crowd. Gasps filled the air. Guests froze, children clung to their parents, and the music stopped instantly. One of the agents called out loudly, "We received a report of suspicious activity here." Jamal stepped forward, trying to stay calm, but his heart raced. This was supposed to be the happiest day of his life. Now it felt like a nightmare. Guests whispered among themselves, panicking, while Margaret peeked through her curtains with a smug grin, expecting chaos. But little did she know, she had just made the biggest mistake of her life. As the lead FBI agent approached Jamal, he pulled out his credentials. But before he could speak, Jamal reached into his pocket and calmly handed over his own ID. The agent's eyes widened. He immediately turned to his team and whispered something. And within seconds, the entire group of agents snapped to attention. You see, Jamal wasn't just any groom. He was Governor Jamal Richardson, the youngest and most respected governor in the entire state. The lead agent turned to the stunned guests and said respectfully, "Ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely apologize. This was a misunderstanding." Gasps filled the crowd. Margaret, who was still watching from her window, dropped her coffee cup in shock. She couldn't believe the man she tried to humiliate was one of the most powerful men in the state. Word of the incident spread quickly. The FBI launched an internal investigation and discovered Margaret's false report. Within days, she received a hefty fine and an official warning for filing fake complaints. Meanwhile, Jamal and Keisha's wedding went viral on social media. Thousands of people praised Jamal for handling the situation with dignity and calmness. News headlines read, "Governor's wedding interrupted by FBI. Neighbor faces backlash." And the best part? Jamal and Keisha didn't let the incident ruin their day. They danced, laughed, and celebrated late into the night, surrounded by love and respect from everyone who attended. As for Margaret, let's just say she doesn't peek out her window much anymore. What would you have done if the FBI showed up at your wedding? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping real-life stories. See you in the next video.